Oh, okay then. That's fun. Okay then. Uh, oh, I can't spell with a blip, can I? I think that's right. Make sure we're actually streaming. Okay. That's working somehow. Okay. Let's see. This goes away. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. Yeah, let's get rid of that. This is what AI gives me. I wanted to show you guys this. Look at this. People tell me AI is the future, but it spazzes out every time I use it. Like, any question I can't answer myself, it literally will give me that. I mean, I can figure that out myself. I've thought of just like using it and doing that over and over again because I don't think that's very good for it. Okay. I think this is the wrong blender. No. No. Go away. Dude. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I think I got that much. Okay, so let's open the right blender now. And then the restream.io. It's been both a good week and a bad week. I got a car this week. It's pretty sweet. Should not be that. I think that's right. Okay, maybe? I'm not sure. Not sure about anything anymore. I think we got that. I think somebody's watching. Might be me. Might left one of the windows open. Okay. So we're supposed to do stolas today. You know, I may actually... Yeah. Good job, guys. Okay, who posted this? Okay. Locked. Basically, guys, anybody posts AI, I block them immediately. I just don't have patience for it. The ironic thing is it's people in like labor thing and they're like, oh, I'm for labor or whatever, and then they post that shit which steals from labor, so it doesn't make any sense to me. Hypocrites. So just block them. We're gonna do tiny stolas because I haven't seen anybody do this one, and he's adorable. Why would you not want to do this one? I think we may actually do the geometry for the face for this one. Let's do new folder, and we'll do stolas. Okay. So, just, yeah, bye-bye. Empty the scene. Let's get this working here. And then and then okay, looks better. Okay, and then if I go up here, I can get rid of the grid and the floor and the blah 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 blah. Do that. Okay. Okay, so here, guys, we want to add like all of them. Okay, so we do this. Voila. Now I wonder. Just object mode. Okay. So let's go here. Shift D. Rotate Z 90. Shift D. Rotate Z 90. Okay. Yep. Grab Y. So GY. GX. Okay. That's what we want. So that's given us, I think I can make it like visibility. Viewport display. I wonder if it's possible. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Opacity. And opacity. Probably not a good idea. Okay. We're gonna have to GIMP it first. Okay. So we want this one. Front. We're not doing that PNG. Yes. Okay. Now, this one. Crop to selection. Export as side.png. Yep. Okay. So now that we got that going, we're going to Shift A. Front. Oh, for fudge's sake. Shift A. Make sure we're in the front view first. Shift A. Image reference. Front.png. Now we're going to go 3 to side and then Shift A. Image reference. And we'll do the side PNG. And then we're going to grab Y. Okay, and then grab GX. Okay. Now that's what we want. Now we're going to make it slightly opaque. And then when we select this one here, it makes it so I can't select it in the viewport anymore. So now I can switch between those. So now we're going to add a cube here. Yeah. We're doing hell of a boss today, apparently. This is what that people wanted to see. And I decided I want to see, I decided I want to do baby stolas. Because he's cute. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to do modifier. We're going to add the modifier, generate, mirror. Make sure clipping is on. Then we're going to add a second modifier, and it's going to be a subdivision surface. And I think today we're actually going... Okay. So like normal, I start with give them a little bit more geometry there. With a Control R, which will give us a ring cut here. Pretty sure he's got tail feathers here. Okay, so that looks right there. We're going to the object mode here, which is this little square. We can actually take this and make this wire here. Just to like help me get the beginnings of it. Well, three. I think I want to actually probably, now you see he's a little too boxy right here. So we're going to have to do some stuff to get that not to be the case. So we're going to bring these back. Bring these back. This, of course, is going to be the head, so we want to make it kind of potato-y shape. There we go. Bring that up a bit. I want to make them pudgy, like a little bit. Okay. Make them a bit pudgier there. Now we gotta kind of think of like where we want his legs to be, geometry-wise. So let's go to the side, and we're gonna turn this to wireframe here. And we're kind of gonna work a little bit here to give us a bit of a place to put his legs. So I think these two polygons here are probably what we want. Scale those, rotate those. Okay. And then we're gonna extrude them real quick with an E. Kind of looks kind of princey, so give him... He's never going to be nude, so we're going to... work on making him kind of pudgy. He's a pudgy. Yeah. Meow! Meow right back. You got any meow mix for me? So come from the top. Good morning. How you doing? I think this would make a cool lamp. Actually, I'm thinking about that. Very good. Don't really like the geometry right there. I might fix that in a second. What? I thought I did what? I'm sorry, I didn't know. I wasn't watching. I was obsessing over polygons. As I do. A lot, actually. More than I probably should. Yeah, I don't have the meow mix. No, I wish I did. It'd be kind of cool. How many buttons does he have? I think I want to 3D print this one, so we're gonna make it slightly cleaner than normal. And actually do a geometry for the face. Wish I had the Meow Mix. My brother would eat Meow Mix when I was a kid. It smelled like crap. Don't eat Meow Mix. It's not good for you. Or, you know, do. I don't care. It's your life. Eat the Meow Mix. Smell like fish for a day or so. You'll find out who your real friends are. If you smell like fish and people still around you, you know they love you. Yeah, I don't know. He just ate it. Go. Yeah, I want to make this lamp. Okay. Alt S. Always off. Okay. Okay, making the little poochy thing. We're not actually going to do everything with textures today. That's amazing, right? For me, anyway. What are those emojis? Are those from other users or like, I don't actually know. Okay, I think that's... Do 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 do. And yeah, hello. Submarine. Hey, Bankerton, I am so sorry! Oh my god! Restream wasn't working or something, I swear. I drew for like 2 hours talking to myself, thinking I was talking to you. I did a really pretty bee. But, you know. But my internet's not working in my house, so I can't get it off my tablet for some reason. At least not right now. I guess this is a weekend project. We're gonna make we're gonna make a lamp. I don't know why. I just really want a lamp for some reason. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, making baby stolas. I want to make baby blitz too, honestly. I think I'm probably going to make them both. Okay, get this properly. All right. Let's go ahead and save this, because I'll forget. I have some mango wine that I'm looking forward to later. I got from Aldi's. And I went to a bookstore for the first time in like forever. So that was great. Uh, Partially, I went to cancel some subscriptions I got from a Pacific bookseller, and I haven't been able to figure out how to cancel it. So I was like, how do I cancel this? And they were like, oh, yeah, yeah. Because I got it because I felt guilty for the store clerk or whatever. I was like, I felt guilty. Maybe I should, like, buy a magazine subscription for them. Is it strange to me that I think most magazine subscriptions are bought through guilt? They kind of are. There actually is like, it's really kind of bad. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that, but there's a scam where what they do is they hire kids for the summer. It's like their first job or whatever, and they put them in a van, and they basically like truck them across state lines and stuff to go sell magazine subscriptions. And the reason it works is cause like they'll tell the kids that they're gonna go on trips and stuff. They don't actually pay the kids, they give them like trips. Like if you sell this much, that's how you get away with paying people in America. You just say, oh, it's a sales-based job. So you can literally work some jobs where they won't pay you. Um, Car sales is kind of like that. Car sales has kind of got an interesting business model, okay? So car salesmen, they actually will pay you before you sell any cars, but it goes in the hole. So like you get like minimum wage, a little bit more than minimum wage, until you make a sale, right? But when you make a sale, whatever you've gotten paid before that goes in the hole. So the way they do it is, oh, that's nice. I like that. That's a pretty. That's pretty. Okay. Bring this back a bit. So what they'll do is they'll pay you $9 an hour until you make a sale. And then when you make a sale, they'll minus whatever they paid you before. So some people, they just never make a sale. So they'll stick around until there's so much in the hole they'll never get out. And then they just kind of leave. So I guess that's probably the best way to do it, because I can kind of see the like logic behind that. I don't know. Considering other job opportunities right now, I got a test to do a police dispatcher right now. I think that would be, I'd get a pension, and it's a government job, so that's not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think that might be the best route. I'd make enough to like buy a house and retire. That sounds great to me. My bar is not very high, is it? Anyway. This is wonky. We gotta fix this. Okay, so I'm grabbing these edges and bringing them in. Grabbing these two, shrinking them down. Also, I'm gonna try to do a Kickstarter this month. I had an idea for like a free-range social media site. We'll see if I can get people interested. Otherwise, I'll just say goodbye to programming. I've had enough. Too much sexism in the industry. Makes it hard to get a job. Basically had people flat out tell me the only reason I was a programmer is because I was a girl. Uh, that's depressing, but I know it's happening behind closed doors too. Even though I've proven myself, I get tired of proving myself over and over again, so we're just not gonna do it anymore. Okay. There's that. Cute! I love it! Let's do his little head. We'll give him some shoulders still. Okay, so extrude there, so E, and scale that down. And then we're going to go ahead and do this a bit. Maybe I could offer it. Maybe if I do well enough at this, I could offer it to Shark. Maybe. No. Okay. Got the head bit. And we're going to actually extrude this one more time. And then up. I've got to shape it a bit. Give it a bit of geometry here. I'm going to go from the back. Okay, now we're gonna give him this collar. Okay, take this one here, go down. Giving us the collar of Stolas, baby Stolas. I want to do a book. We're gonna do his grimoire too. Okay, we're kind of shaping it here to give him his neck. I'm probably gonna get some of his geometry later so I can mold it somehow. Okay. Here we go. Taking a little bit, it's not exactly on model to have it this way, but I think it looks nice in 3D to have it that way. Okay. He needs a tail. We're going to take these three out here. And like, I don't think I'm going to give him his cape, but we'll give him his tail. Scale X. Okay, we're going to go ahead and kind of shape it here. Maybe a planter. That'd be easier to do planter. Okay. What we're going to do here now is make sure we got enough. I'm planning on 3D printing this, so I'm trying to make it a little bit thicker here. There we go. Like that. Cute enough. This is bothering me right here, though. This bit. It seems a little too blocky to me right here. I want it to be rounder because it's more organic. You know, it's square there. I don't like that. I don't want it to be... If we bring this out and then this in, it looks less blocky, which is what I want. Okay. Probably good for now. We're going to go back into the front view. And I guess we're going to do his head. Okay. So... we're going to do this wire here for a second. Okay. Go back to solid. Let's see what we can do here to make this look more round. We're gonna have to fix that. Come on. Right, go. Fix it from the side to make it rounder. There we go. Yeah, go from the front. And we're gonna bring these in this way. You look top heavy? Well, that's kind of what chibi stuff looks like. I'm gonna call you Fudge, because I'm hungry. I could maybe bring his head down a bit. Probably not gonna hurt it. I put vitamins in it. I'm sure you could live off of it. Just butter and sugar, basically. That's what fudge is. Butter and sugar. There are worse things you could live off of. Apparently there's something called rabbit starvation. Have you ever heard of rabbit starvation? It's something that happens to people who only eat rabbits. We'll go ahead and make his head a little smaller. Mark seam here. And then we're going to go into our face and select one of the faces. Hit Control L. And Control L selects just the head. So we're going to scale him down a bit. I don't want to make him too small, but that might help a bit. Okay. So here we're actually going to go into our modifiers, which is the wrench, and we're going to unclip clipping for a second. And the reason we do that is, let me show you the difference. So clipping here, if we extrude these two faces here, you see how it makes like a mono eye? We don't want that. So if we unclip clipping and we hit extrude, it's actually going to give us the geometry for our eyes, which is what we want. Okay. So we're going to go back into our object mode, which is this square, and we're going to display as wire for a second, and we're going to make these eyes match up with Stolas's eyes real quick. Okay, so go back to solid. Make sure I was doing the right thing. Yeah, okay. Now if you notice, he looks a little bit weird from the side now, so we're gonna fix that. Okay. Bring that out, bring that in. Just basically looking and seeing like what geometry I want to add. So we're going to select this again and hit extrude. And what we're kind of going to do is we're going to give him his face geometry real quick. Here it's a little bit interpretation because it's obviously not in 3D, so I have to kind of try to make the 2D image 3D, which is, again, you want to make sure you're doing it properly. Okay, so I'm going to select these right here, hit extrude, and that's starting to kind of look. Okay, so if you look, what I'm noticing here is it's got some places here where it's not smooth. So I select A, and that's going to give me everything, and go Mesh, Shading, Smooth Faces. Okay, so we're going to make it sharper here. Make this flatter. And we're not doing everything with, like, grease pencil today. It's like, I don't know. That's what I normally do. Because I'm lazy. And I don't like modeling faces. Modeling faces, there's like half of modeling. Like, if you can speed up your face modeling, you're golden. Okay. This is probably time to start trying to do his beak. Okay, so here you want to make sure clipping is on, in contrast to what we did before. And we're going to do Control R here, which will give us some more geometry to mess with to give him a face. Hey Critter, how's it going? Yeah, it's art. Thank you. It's or we're trying to find a beak somehow. I'm actually modeling a face today because I don't know, I like pain. Yeah, yeah. That's what I said. I like pain. I got the confirmation that I'm gonna be testing to be a police officer dispatcher, so that's gonna be interesting. Dun 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 dun. Isn't that like that song? Dun 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 dun. Okay. We want to make it a bit cuter. Okay. Pretty much, yeah. As long as they pay me. And I think I'll do some good, so. Because I'm not corrupt, so that's good. Got some other jobs I could possibly do. I really would like a government job. As long as it pays, I don't care. At the moment, no, I don't care. Oh, well, that's kind of customer service, isn't it? Like, there's some police elements, but it's kind of customer service. Okay. Thank you. Hey, that's gonna be me. Man, that is not the way you talk to me. I'm gonna make a lamp. Or maybe a potter. I bought some plants. I nearly killed them on my way home yesterday. I went to Aldi's and they had these cute little plants, and I was like, those are so cute. And then, I got a new car recently. And what was the thing here recently? So, yeah, so I think it should like look kind of like, yeah, basically. It killed my car first, in my defense. Oh, I was trying to get my car to like have the state away. I don't know if you know. Some people don't realize how big the United States is. So I was trying to get the the electric car from half the state away to like my side of the state. And I don't know. Apparently the people didn't know that much about electric cars, so they had it set so it only charged to like 80%. So I was trying to drive the car on 80%, half the state away, and it wasn't fun. I kind of feel like that looks right. Yeah. The car charges faster than I thought it did. I thought it'd be like really slow charging. It actually charges really fast. At the speed chargers anyway. I'm not supposed to charge the car in my garage, but we're just not going to tell my management. And I'm going to charge in the middle of the night. They won't know. They're not paying them enough to care. So I'm just going to charge in the middle of the night when nobody else is awake. I don't think it's going to cause lithium fires. I think it's pretty safe. But it is getting a 10-year, it's basically a 10-year-old car now, so it's getting old. It's getting up there. Be like that. I don't know, he doesn't make much sense in 3D, does he? Bring this one a little bit down. And like a little bit up a bit. I was actually streaming last night and Restream didn't work or something, and so I was sitting there talking to myself for the entire stream, not knowing I wasn't streaming. So that was fun. Very fun. Well, I'm supposed to get free electricity, and I'm only going to charge like once a week at the carport, and not that much, and then I'll charge mostly at the grocery store. Because there's a little grocery store with the charger right next to it, and that's free electricity. Pretty much, yeah. I don't think they're going to notice. They're not, like I say, they don't pay them well. Basically, yeah. It's part of the reason I got the car. I just go to the grocery store. For the most part, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm not planning on charging in my actual carport that much. God, this is... Okay, so let's give him a crown. Be like here. These two. Not planning on charging it too much in my carport because I can get free power at the like grocery store. So why do I need to? But it's nice to have the option. You know what I'm saying? UPS just pulled up. Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's weird. Okay, let's see if we can make a crown. This is about where it starts to make no sense, like right here to me. Okay, so I think these two, these two, these two, and these two. Okay. Okay, so pull that up. Pull this one up. No, they were not. They most certainly were not. I'm fighting like physics itself. They were not meant to exist in 3D. I think I'm going to 3D print this one though. I really kind of want to 3D print it. I'm thinking maybe a lamp or like a planter. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll put it on Etsy, I don't know. Everybody else seems to. I have like the stuff to make a mold for cement. What I could do is 3D print it once and then make a mold in cement. And then I have like easy replicatable. Apparently like everybody else is doing it. I don't care anymore. My Etsy store hasn't made a sale this month. At all. Stolas is, did you know Stolas is actually public domain? Did you know that? Technically it's public domain. Because Stolas is actually a character from like, I guess it's like an old Christian text about what hell looks like. Just strange. I'm making baby Stolas! I'm making a baby owl. And I'm going to turn it into a planter. But right now we're trying to make a crown. It's not going well. The baby owl. I'm actually modeling a face today. I want to 3D print it. So, yep. Yep. I don't know why. I'm obsessed with it. I'm sorry. I know. I'm just making fan art for it. And that's pretty much all I do right now. I'll probably get some other obsession eventually, but right now it's Has Been Hotel. And I don't know, I just love the owl. It's cute, isn't it? I'm gonna make it a planter, I think. Or a lamp. I haven't decided. Planter would be easier. Technically, I could just go and offer it to the place that does merchandising for it and see if they're interested. And then I could do it legally. Well, then I guess I'm fine. I don't have any photos on my walls at all. Just in my hard drive. It's got me drawing again, so I'm happy for that. It's got me 3D modeling and drawing again, where I haven't been inspired to draw at all. And that's possibly why I'm so obsessed with it, is because it's the only thing that's inspired me to draw in like a forever. I think the last thing I was obsessed with is probably making a VTuber. That was probably my last obsession. Now that lasted like a good 6 or 7 months. I might peter out soon, I'm not sure. I don't know. I get tired of it eventually, but it's just, I don't know when that's going to happen. Okay, that's cute. I like the crown there. That looks good. Yeah, I get obsessed with stuff and then I just start making. So I think it's not a bad thing. Like, it's a little bit crazy, but at the same time, like, it's getting me to do stuff and I meet people online, so I don't think it's that bad, but I may be slightly biased. You would think modeling a crown would be easy. The problem is I want to make it all one piece so I can 3D print it, so that's where we're going to end the problems today. Yeah, I like projects. And I'm getting better at 3D modeling for sure. So, it's all good things. I'm just going to look at it from good things. I want to go to used bookstore today. That's what I absolutely have to go to used bookstore today. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go to. I only have a 60-mile radius. I think that's pretty fine. So we're going to go find one today. Give them a little bit more floof here. I want something with tigers. I'm not quite sure why, but I want some pictures of tigers. It's my Chinese sign. I want tigers. Don't ask me to understand myself. I don't know. I want tigers. Well, see, the problem is with all these AI images, eventually you'll just be able to find AI tigers. So I want to start making like a like library of non-AI images. So I'm planning to go to used bookstore and buy some like picture books of things that I want to keep forever. So that's my reasoning. I saw another artist say that that they'd always done that, and I thought that was a good idea. So I'm actually there is a reason for me doing that, so I'm not just pulling it out of my butt. Well, I've gone without books for so long. I really have, and I miss them. I miss the feel of the pages. Thank you, Critter. Very, very constructive criticism. Thank you. Ah, nuts. Yes, you are. Very helpful, Critter. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so shading, smooth faces. Rotate X, and then we're going to bring it back. Smooth this out a bit here. Well, that's why I'm going to use bookstore. I'm not buying new books. They're like $1 or so. I'd rather go to the end of a series. I don't know. It's only marginally cheaper? Really? I don't know, like, what bookstores are like around you, but like books are. I actually did buy a new book yesterday. I went to the mall and I bought Britney Spears, the unofficial. Uh, well, that's true. I can see that be expensive. Getting Japanese books is hell. It's slightly less bad. I actually have like an entire library now of like Japanese manga from like stuff I read when I was a kid. So I have all of Ranma. Kami-sama Hajime Mashite, and what else do I have? I don't remember. Pretty much. It was much cheaper when I was a kid. Like, the comic books were horrible. Like, you would buy Sailor Moon, for instance. I bought Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was $15 per book, and it was so badly put together that it would fall apart in your hands, and like the ink was so cheap that it would come off in your hands. It was very poor quality. So I went online, and you could eBay had just started. So what you could do was you could buy the one in Japanese for, it was like about $5. So you bought Sailor Moon for $5, and then it came and was better quality. So that's literally why I learned Japanese. It's kind of sad to say, but that's literally, it was cheaper. But I've got all the Ranma now. Really should start reading that again. I've got Ika Musume. Choo. Shinnaka, 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 shinnaka. Ika Musume. Choo. Yep. That's actually what I was thinking too. Sounds like I'm sneezing. There are some Japanese web comics I read. I tried to get on, I don't know if you've ever heard of Line. It's basically like, they wanted to do for web comics what YouTube did for videos. I'd say they probably succeeded. Kind of sad because I miss the old webtoons. I tried to get access to the Japanese version, but they won't let, for some reason, they won't let me look at their webtoons in Japanese. I don't know. They're stupid. I was really excited about that. I thought it was a great idea. And then I tried to go on. I'm like, oh, I can't. Maybe I can get a VPN. I'm supposed to I should get a VPN anyway because of Republicans deciding that what I can look at and not look at. Probably. Probably should, because Republicans are going nuts right now. And they're trying to like censor. I think they're like, oh, we're freedom, and then they'll tell you what you can and can't watch. So probably should do that anyway, just as a precaution. Pretty much, yeah. It's the principle of the thing, and also me being really paranoid. We know this. We know I'm paranoid. This is not a surprise to you, critter. Or it shouldn't be, anyway. No. I don't understand, like, how they get away with telling people a VPN's going to protect you. How do they do that? Because a VPN doesn't protect you from jack shit. They're like, oh, it protects you from... I'm like, what are you talking about? If you go onto a website and you enter your password insecurely, and we no comment from you, critter, but why do they think that helps with security? They're like, oh yeah, it helps with security. Yeah, they're like, how do they get away with saying that? Because it doesn't help with security. So people will like do stupid things thinking, oh, the VPN will protect me. It's not gonna protect shit. And honestly, I think Netflix has gotten wise to it, so they have ways of like getting around it. So they won't even let you watch. They're like, oh, you can watch stuff on Netflix and stuff. I've tried it. I can't get it to think because I think the Netflix has figured that out and made it harder to do. So people sit there and lie about what it does, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? Harvey, why are you crying? Baby, baby, I'm right here. Why are you crying? Like, what does that accomplish for you, huh? Does it accomplish something for you? And they're like, oh, we'll protect you. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, that's a little pet peeve of mine a bit. I do not think that these people are, I think it's false advertising. And they're basically preying on people who don't know any better. How did they get away with that? It's like I was watching, have you seen Air Up? It's literally like, God, God, how much money must they spend in advertising? Ridiculous. Why? I know you deal with tech stuff, right? I want to tell you about dying inside every day. The banks have decided, in their infinite wisdom, to get rid of their, like, how do I say this? Their customer service people. All their customer service people are gone, except for like a couple, right? Do you know how hard it's been for me to deal with that? It's been insane. Some grandmas I do not understand, but they do not. I think some like some are interested and some are not. So, okay, that's a bird. It's a bird. Have you ever heard that conspiracy theory that birds are a lie? The birds are fake, like they're all like drones. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. My stuff is not that customer facing. I have to do Modbus stuff. Do you want to look at Modbus stuff real quick? Oh God. Modbus PDU. Like, look at this. I'm not getting paid enough to do this shit. Yeah. Look at this. I'm not getting paid enough. Especially when the company I'm working with is like, yeah, that's impossible. I'm like, cool. I gotta do it anyway. So I'm looking for a new job. I'm just tired of it. Not getting paid enough. You want stuff that's impossible. Pay me better. I could probably do it, but you gotta pay me better, honey. They're pretty cute. I don't know, maybe I'll just... I'm honestly considering just becoming like a police officer or something. Strangely enough, I figured out that buying a house is probably cheaper than moving a countries. If I can just get a house, if I can just get a house, cute little house, $100,000, my little $5,000 car, and a garden, I think I'd be pretty happy. Go to Japan every once in a while often on a vacation. That'd probably be okay. I'm getting really tired of fighting all these tech bros. I'm just so tired of it. I had a thought to do a Kickstarter, though. We're going to try a Kickstarter real quick. I want to do a social media site that kind of... I mean, the problem is nobody knows what I do. I don't know. There's something weird. I don't know. I've been applying for like 3 years to like 6 or 7 jobs a day. I haven't gotten anything yet, so I need to eat, critter. I could just try 3D modeling, but with AI, it makes me a little bit more nervous. But I mean, is programming really that much safer than 3D modeling? It probably not. And the game industry is just crashing right now. What are you talking about, Critter? That sounds a fascinating story. What is that? Okay. Just gonna pull from the side here. Was it Florida? It was probably Florida, wasn't it? It was Florida, wasn't it? Do you know why the Florida man thing is such, like, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Most news I watch right now is tech news. I like tech news today. They remind me of people I went to college with, which is probably why I watch them. I mean, that's not wrong. I wish it was wrong. That's not wrong. Okay. Baby, what are you doing? My dog's nuts. I've just come to live with it. I got a giant ham today. It's like, isn't it cute? I want to have him like hold a planter or something and have like plants. Pretty much, yeah. I don't know if I'll get another dog. I've thought about it, and I'm like, should I get another dog? And then I realized, no, I don't want another dog. I love my dog, but I'm not gonna get another one. I think I'll be fine with cats. I'll just be a cat lady from now on. Those aren't crazy, right? I'll just be a cat lady. I am not getting a husky. No, those are devil dogs. Those are devil dogs. Those are devil dogs. I'm not getting a gosh darn husky. You're trying to trick me up. I'm not getting a husky. That's no. If I did get another dog, I'd probably get another greyhound. I am not getting a freaking husky. Oh god. That sounds like hell. Uh-huh, sure. I've seen the destruction those things can do. They're like, oh, they're real cute. They look like, you know, a wolf. There's a reason they look like a wolf. There's a reason we don't have wolves as pets. No. No. I knew a guy who kept, like, Malamutes, which are, like, huskies on steroids. He had 20. He lived in a, like, trailer park. I do not know how he, like, lived in a trailer park with Malamutes. Malamutes! No! Honestly, I wouldn't even get, probably wouldn't even get, what do you call them? I probably wouldn't even get, what are they called? Pomeranians. I probably wouldn't even get a Pomeranian. Pomeranian was one of the kind of dogs I was thinking about getting when I just kept talking about getting dogs. No. I thought about getting a Pomeranian for a while. The reason I thought about getting a Pomeranian, because I kind of thought maybe I'd do like the trick thing, you know what I'm talking about? No, we're not getting a hairless dog. They are so cute. I might get a Pom eventually. Yes, burbs. You can! Those are the cutest cuts. You've seen that, right? Oh, it's adorable. Oh, now I want a Pomeranian again. But I want to do it because if I got a Pomeranian, I want to do like, they do like competitions, training competitions. I think that would be fun and would get me out of the house. It'd be like a nice hobby. Something that's not me modeling cartoon characters. So I thought maybe I'd get a Pomeranian and take him to training classes and go to competitions. What are they called? I think they're called like, just like a little teddy bear. Have you ever seen them like where they dye them like pandas? They dye them like pandas. That's what I would do. It seems like a nice thing to do that gets you out of the house. I think that would be a great thing for me to do. But the thing is, with a Pomeranian, that would be cool. But I could do it just as easily with a Whippet. And I've considered getting a Whippet. Greyhounds, no, Greyhounds won't do it. But I've seen a lot of people do it with Whippets pretty well. The reason for that is Whippets are cheaper than Greyhounds to get from puppies. Greyhounds mostly come from racing tracks around here. What? What's a drug? What's a drug? Not making any sense, Critter. Critter, I like saying your name. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I like saying your name. I like going Critter all the time. I can say it with a little bit of a southern drawl. It makes me happy. What the little canister thing? I love Whippets. Whippets are basically like I basically have kind of a whippet already. They're just small greyhounds. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. I'll have some ham again today. Some nice little ham. No, they don't. They do not. I remember, I don't know if you ever heard of the program called Dare. It's something kind of big in America where a lot of people, like, it was very counterproductive what they did. Um, yeah, the Dare program. It was very counterproductive because apparently, like, the like police officer would come in and say, you know, you can get high on this, you shouldn't get high on this. They'd be like, well, I can get high on that, and then they'd go try it. So, the opposite effect of what they were trying to do. So, it was interesting. People probably wouldn't even have known about drugs if you know, the police officers hadn't come and told them not to do it. So, the Dare program. Oh God. It was such a fail. Pretty much, yeah. And then they go sniff glue. That was exactly. Yeah, it's baby stolas. I'm gonna make a planter. Or a lamp, I haven't decided. Markers. Now remember, kids. They were always missing, and maybe my ignorance when I was a kid, maybe they were missing for that reason. I don't know. Always missing. You remember those markers that smelled like food? Bad food, but they still smell like food. I'm sure they did, Critter. I'm sure they did. I remember Lisa Frank like had these markers. They smelled real good. Well, they smelled bad, but in a good way. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm really bad at hands. Give me a second, guys. I'm bad at hands. In any way possible, I'm horrible at hands. Maybe I'm the AI. Yesterday, I was literally doing art by myself, not knowing that my streaming wasn't working. So I was sitting there. People showed up, and I was not there because I'm dumb. I'm dumb sometimes. So yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Really bad hands. Oh, it's not my forte. It's not my forte. I wish hands were my forte. That'd be like a superpower. Okay. So let's go to the side view. So we're going to 3. And we're going to sit there and try to make these look better a bit. Why am I so bad at this? So we're going to create the geometry for the fingers here. 2, 3. Without having to add too much geometry anywhere else. Okay. Okay. We do an O here. Grab it a bit. I always tend to make hands too big. I'll probably have to shrink them in a second. Why am I so bad at this? That's bad. Okay. And then I'm gonna go to the mall today, probably. This one's taking me longer than most of them do because I'm actually trying to do the face. Properly, not just with grease pencil. Okay. There we go. So if we take our edge here, which is this little line, and then we're gonna do Control R there. That's fun. Okay, so we hit Control E, mark seam, go for the face here, which is this little square. Click one of these, hit Control L. And we're going to go back to the front by hitting 1 on a numpad. And we're going to scale because those hands are just... I went overboard, they're way too big. That's about right. I don't know. I think it could be better. But then I always think that. Okay. I think like right here. I love baby stolas. He's so cute. Look at this. I just want to pinch his little cheeks. Is that like crazy? I just want to pinch his little cheeks. That's all I want to do. So we're gonna go for O here, and we're kind of gonna bring this out a bit because I think. Where is it? Come on. No. Like that, maybe? Let's see. No, I didn't like that. I can back out of that. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. No. Yeah, I had problems last night with my how do we say, streaming, where I was literally streaming and my software stopped working. So I was streaming to an empty room, thinking it was all working. So I'm not trying to mess with my settings at the moment. So yeah, the title's close enough. I'm still in Blender and I'm still making something from VisiPub. So we're close. That's all we're aiming for right now. Just close. And it says on my community tab that I'm actually doing stolas today. So hopefully people will look at it. Maybe. We're not being fancy, okay? We're just not. Not today. I've had a very busy week this week. I don't want any stress. I want to finish this, go get a used book, and then drink some wine. That is my plans for this weekend. We're doing some sculpting right now. Um, I don't like sculpting from like the ground up. I can do it, but I actually was around before, so it's I can do it either way. I do kind of like doing this because it's a little bit less stress for me. I should. I think I already have a pack of Sharpies though. How can you live without Sharpies? How can anyone live without Sharpies? That's a mystery to me. Now I suddenly want IHOP pancakes. Though I can't eat wheat. I'll probably have to go. I think I have some pancake stuff, gluten-free pancake stuff in the fridge. I might go make pancakes. You don't have Sharpies? How do you survive without Sharpies, Bank? You don't have Sharpies? Are you even a person? Yeah, I can avoid retopology, so it takes away one of the steps. So if I can take out one of the steps, it makes it quicker. Sculpting sometimes can give a better finish, though. Because here I have to actually think about the topology first. Depends on what I'm going for. Here, it's a quick Saturday sculpt. I don't want to retopologize. Are you kidding me? Too early. I haven't had enough coffee. There's not enough coffee in the world that can make me want to retopologize, if I'm perfectly honest. If I was doing like a super like detailed character, but these cartoon characters, that I don't think there's enough detail to warrant sculpting. Sometimes, yeah, but they must all be square. I kind of get a little bit of a like I don't know, hypnotized where I'm just like they all must be square. It's a little bit. nothing crazy, but yeah, I just kind of like go, they must all be square, and then I just go and do that for like hours, making sure they're all square, or as square as possible. That's just me. That can't be just me. I think it's pretty much all 3D modelers, isn't it? Ew, this should go down a bit. No, it shouldn't. Okay. I think that's pretty cute. I really want to give him a planter. So like that? No. I'm actually going to give him a planter. That I'm actually going to put... I'm going to make him have a planter. So he's going to be kind of holding this pot here. It's going to be kind of like... Maybe he'll be on the base. I'm not sure. We're going to figure it out. But I wanted to like 3D print him and turn him into like a planter. But still likes plants. Just going around and we're clicking one edge and then the other, and then we hit F and that makes a face. So edge, edge, face. So edge, 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 face. So one edge, hit shift, click the other edge, hit F. Edge, edge, face. Edge, edge, face. Repetition is good. Soothing. Okay, I think that's it. I want to make sure everything's closed in here. So we're going to go for the front face here and scale X, Y. Scale X, no, side. Scale Y. Bring it up. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go to the top, hit E for extrude, and then scale. Then one, scale Z. Okay. There we go. There's like a planter type thing. So I'm kind of gonna figure like maybe I'll have him sitting in it. Let's do this. We're gonna take this loop here and we're gonna like that. Maybe. I'm thinking like a little succulent. It's not going to be a big plant. That's what I'm thinking. Like a succulent, I think would go in there really well. That's what I'm picturing. Like, it's not going to be a big pot. This is going to be like a little small one. All bit. And then I'll kind of wrap him around it. He's kind of sitting, and then I'll put a plant in here. And I'd actually like to make a lamp too. But I think the planter will be easier. Okay. So we're gonna add a human meta rig real quick. So after that, let's do in front and then wire here. And we're gonna have to edit this armature a little bit, but let's go ahead and hide some of these things here. So we're gonna hide the references. What are these empties here? And then we're gonna hide the planter for a second. And we're gonna pose them. CLZ. Make it smaller. Okay. Probably not good to do that. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so we're only gonna do one side here. And then we'll basically, I think I can actually symmetrize this. Let me see. X, can I do that? Hello. Okay, there we go. Okay. We're getting rid of this. We don't need those. We go away for those. Those go away. Come on. Select like that. Okay. Okay, and then select, damn you. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, this, I mean, supposedly that crap works. I don't know. I don't like this. Okay. Let's go ahead and save that real quick so we don't lose anything, because that would be bad. Now we're going to scale what? Scale what? Okay. Sure, this is kind of the neck here. The auto rigging works really well, but you have to make sure that this looks really good. Elbow there. Okay, so go top. Now we do the fingers, which we're gonna get some of these. That one goes here. Get rid of that. I don't want these palm ones. I don't need that. Get rid of that too. Okay. Here. 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 Okay. Here. Here. Oh. Here. Then here. 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 One. There's already kick offsets. There are parented. That should be good. Okay. It's like I say, what you kind of want to do is auto rigging is really good as long as you make sure that everything looks appropriate. Now we gotta add a bone for the tail. So we're gonna Shift D that. And then we're gonna take it. I think at 3 bones should be enough. Like that. Okay, so we're gonna select this one, and then we're gonna select this hip bone here and hit Control P, keep offset. Okay. What am I doing now? Oh, I forgot what I'm doing. What I'm basically doing is I'm trying to figure out like where the... I do not like the octahedron bones, so I want to change them to another type of bone. Viewport display. Octahedron. Let's do B-bone. I like B-bones to look better. Okay. So now we're gonna go select this and then this and hit Control P. Now what the heck? Come on. Doop. Control P. Automatic weights. Okay. Pose mode. That works. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna pose the character. You know what? Let's undo all that. Okay. Okay. Cylinder, let's put the... I want him to be symmetrical, so we're actually gonna make him symmetrical. Object mode. There we go. Like that. Rotate X maybe? And then his tail. Okay, let's make it. Do right there. Grab. Okay, and I kind of want to make them like more stable, so I'm going to give him make him super stable at the base. You think? Maybe I can make it a little bit less spaceshipy. I want them to be super stable at the base, both by 3D printing and the mold process. I don't have to be too sharp because then might hurt people. I could do like a book. Yeah, that'd be kind of a bad thing, wouldn't it? We could do this. And it's less likely to hurt me. Where is it? It's not going to the right spot. Come on. Try this and see what it looks like. Maybe evolution succeeded at that point because maybe I wasn't, supposed to live. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I may have to take a break in a second because it's lunchtime. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think that'll be super cute. And I like to do a lamp too with him later. But for right now, I think he's probably good. I may play with him later. Anyway, you'll have a good day, okay? Thank you.